Sammy.
Freddie.
There's a lot of famous properties around here that were owned by America's wealthiest and most powerful business people in the 20s.
Yeah.
Dodge Brothers, the Fisher Building. There's from Fisher Body fame.
Yep. Yeah.
Henry Ford had a house over here.
Yeah.
Tons, and then we've got some new folks that are coming in too, some celebrities.
I would think that this area is like, I call this like the Industrial Revolution area. This is what it was, and it's still neat that it happened. It's just some of the history here is just flowing out of everything.
Yeah.
Tons of history here.
It's sad to see some old buildings kind of beyond repair, but
it's also neat to see some of them being restored.
Yeah.
Oh, take a cruise through here. You'll see a lot of progress in this area because people have really come to appreciate what it represents. You know.
And this is super close to downtown too.
Oh,
so if you work in the city, what is it, 10 minutes?
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty quiet.
Barely 10 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, on a good day. And there's a train, it's called the Q line that
Oh
comes
yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, we saw that going up top. So.
Look at that. That's a thick door.
That's all wood. It's not hollow like today's door.
That is the original door.
Yeah, that's
Now,
thick, all
I
wood.
see it's a heater,
Boiler.
a boiler.
Original radiators,
heat.
yep.
And
You
so
still using them?
Oh, yeah.
this was required to
Really?
Yes.
keep? Wow.
Because the thing is, if they work,
Yeah.
you keep them. Other than that, if you go with your traditional HVAC, you would have to do so much damage in this house.
Ducts.
And we want to try to keep it's a historic home, right? You have to try to keep as much as you can, with
I'll be
historic.
honest, the radiators actually work really well.
Yeah.
How long have you picked up the house, and between the time you closed on it to today, what that timeline look like?
Maybe 10 months.
About 10 months. This was a larger rehab though. This is not a first time homeowner home. This is a second or third level.
I would imagine,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I would call this closer to a restoration
Okay.
than a rehab. There's some aspects we rehab, there's some aspects that we restore. Windows restored.
Yeah.
Yeah, like casing is all original. This is all original. The casing, the windows, the trim,
Crown.
yeah, even the tiles on that fireplace is still original.
That is beautiful.
Yeah.
So what was your funding plan for this one?
Hard money as well, yeah.
Okay.
Working with our partners on it,
Okay.
you know, and what the values are like they are over here, you know.
Yeah. It's able to work out. It's good.
Oh yeah, it's great, yeah. They love to do these deals with us.
Good. And then how long has it been on the market for?
Maybe keep going on 30 days. This area tends to see higher days on market because it's looking for a unique buyer.
Yeah,
Right.
it's not for everybody. Is it?
There's no mass appeal with this property.
Right. Walk us through what the rehab looked like in here.
So like we said, in here we restored the windows. They all function. They all the sashes, the ropes,
Really?
the weights,
Weights and
yeah,
stuff?
everything.
You have a guy that'll fix all that stuff?
Yeah, I met a guy, really old school guy.
We've got, so that stuff, if you look at all the radiators, they all have newer parts. Every single one's been serviced.
Yeah.
You know, the bleeders, the valves,
Clean 'em out.
clean them out, all original hardwood. On these houses, we try not to overdo the hardwood in terms of the restoration because we want to keep some of the original character.
Okay, so these are original.
All original.
You were able to keep those. That's neat.
We don't try to use so much filler and, repair stuff.
Yeah, because you want the appeal of yesteryear coming out of it. There's character in here.
Absolutely.
Even all the windows and stuff. You
Yeah.
see original window glass paint.
Oh, yeah, to a modern feel. This is dining, is this formal dining?
No, this is more like a living room area type of deal. Or like a
Parlor,
parlor, yeah.
Oh, good.
A lot of great light in here though. My goodness.
Yeah.
Just incredible.
Which is back then, they didn't have a lot of lights. So just the natural light was appealing. You didn't have,
Nice little sitting room here.
LED can lights.
Yeah, this had no
No
lights.
such thing, they didn't dream of that.
We couldn't avoid doing that, right? People demand this kind of stuff, so.
So you guys don't put the appliances in, that's for the homeowner to provide?
Rarely,
Really?
on this one here, we offered an appliance package in the marketing. So if you get an offer that's good for us, we'll give you appliances. But we try to minimize things that can be picked up and taken away.
Sure.
Correct.
We're still, it's a great place.
That's a nice way of saying it.
Yeah, exactly. We're still a great place. Amazing neighborhood, but still, and maybe we're old school.
Things happen.
Exactly.
It only takes one.
So,
Go ahead.
it's a small kitchen.
Yeah. But that's okay, I mean,
It's a little
it's-
segmented, but it still works.
It works. It's
Kind of
functional.
space for dishwasher at least.
Yeah.
No.
Like I said, I when I bought the
Not much
house,
you can do.
originally the fridge was right here, and it was coming out to
Oh,
right
boy.
here,
that would be tough.
and they just had a stove there, and you couldn't do anything, right?
Yeah, you
So-
need inside splash.
And I hate these windows.
Yeah.
So hard, man.
Yeah,
They just won't let you know.
we'll touch them up again.
Just scrape them a little better.
Yeah.
No.
Well, not because the weather broke. Now we can work
Everything's
clean them
showing
on the
too.
outside, right? Everything's showing now because
Well,
it's
sunny day doesn't help.
Yeah.
Brings them all out.
Absolutely.
That's beautiful, it's just, you need a lot.
I know.
So where you guys wanna go next?
Yeah, let's see what, you wanna go?
And then what is this?
so this.
So
Funny
this is
stuff, this was a sewer over here.
Wow.
That's how it used to be originally. But I had my sewer guy come in here, make sure everything was right because we also had a sewer issue. That's why you see a new sewer line over here. So they actually fixed the sewer line all the way through. So that's already been all fixed up. But you cannot avoid these and you cannot close these up.
Was that a
That's-
pit, the sewer pit originally, is that what it was?
Yeah, well, once the water runs through, you could actually, if you open this up, you could actually see the water running through.
So this is one of the oldest
So it was like a
neighborhoods.
manhole.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
One of the oldest neighborhoods.
I was gonna say, do you
There's 4 buildings.
see this often, this
Yes,
age here?
yes. Sometimes
Okay.
you'll see them in the garages that used to be
Okay.
Yeah,
carriage
you can see the
houses.
pipes go, let's go down. through.
Wow.
You'll see big manholes in the garages and
Yeah, I wanted to close them up, they just said we can't close them up, I was like, man.
it's just a part of the
Yeah.
history.
Yeah, I saw the size of that one. That's not a normal size. That's
Yeah.
odd.
Yeah,
So,
good thing.
yeah.
This always tells you the story when you have the brick foundation. So these were laid brick by brick, 100-some years ago, right?
Amazing. That's amazing.
And the house that we looked at is, we have foundation problems, we're gonna have to do the same thing
Yeah, I saw
with the
the
bricks.
side and the other
Yeah, the
side.
side and the front, right?
Patch
Yeah.
looking thing on the
Yes.
side.
Yep.
It's like, yeah,
Little bubble gum.
I see somebody patch that at one point, the difference.
Yeah, because we had to open that up for the sewer line. Yeah.
So you get your brick. So that's why I hate to mess with these because you break the look up a little bit.
But it's the basement, and
part of
at least
it.
it's sewer, you know, it's got a drain, so.
Exactly.
There's a lot of space down here too. Do you find families are using the space for anything other
Well,
than?
in Michigan, we're basement people, right?
Okay.
So we use basements.
Okay.
Living space.
Yeah, it's
For living space,
Yeah.
okay.
Really?
Yeah, often
Yeah.
you'll see them finished.
Kids,
So what about water issues in the basements?
well, this is waterproof.
Yeah.
This is all been waterproof, so you don't have no water issue in the basement at all.
Somewhere.
Because we had water in here at one point, which it's all been addressed, fixed, all the way through. So it goes right to the sewer line.
Some pumps, backflow preventers, all kinds of measures that we're just used to here.
Yeah, like at my house, my kids, they use the basement for their gaming area and whatever else they do with it, right?
Exactly. Kind of part of
And
it.
then this is the boiler right here, still new, we just like said, maintained it, fixed it all up,
Yeah,
cleaned it all up, it's
So
there's a
we're,
lot of
It's
space down
brand new,
here.
yeah.
Yeah, what is this, Freddie?
So this used to be the old oil tanker. The problem is it's so heavy that.
This was the old fuel source. Okay.
Yes.
really?
Yeah, see how heavy that is?
What did they used to pressurize the oil in here or something?
Yeah.
I would imagine, and then shoot out to the source or shoot out to the heater.
Boiler?
Man, that's weird. I had never seen this before. That's the first time for me.
Yeah.
What's this? This is the
Oh,
old.
it's got,
I can't even read it. That's awesome.
And that's where they used to do the coal, I think, right there.
Ah, the coal, yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Coal back in the
the
days.
history of heating systems, right? It's
Yeah.
totally,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Very cool.
Awesome.
I know. But
Well, let's go check out the upstairs, shall we?
oh, rinse and repeat.
Mm-hmm.
Your recipe is-
Yes.
Oh, this is a funky bathroom if you want to see this.
Yeah.
Take a look at this little bathroom.
Whoa. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's
Come on.
weird bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. Now, what was was this here?
Yeah, original.
What?
I don't know.
Well, probably
I
that's
don't-
right
I
out
don't
of it.
have
Right out the
words.
bathroom outside.
I felt the same way too.
This is a new one.
So-
All right.
Where's the laundry chute?
Oh,
Where's the
It's
laundry?
right down in the stairs.
Oh, I didn't see it, yeah. And then you got more attics and
Yeah,
storage.
yeah. That's a great space up here. It's
I
kind of
love
fun.
this.
We could have some fun. I mean, this would be a great for a kid or
Something.
something.
They need office.
Office,
That's really-
Puts a little AC in there.
I know a lot of people that have put a mini split up here
Yeah, for sure.
and put a little light in
Skylight or
it.
something in there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, skylight would be beautiful.
Yeah.
I know we were talking about this earlier, but have you taken the time or just paused to think about the positive ripple effect and the positive impact you are making as a real estate investor? I want to ask you both, and just would you mind sharing? Have you thought about that?
I mean, it's something that comes up not as much as it should. I think the wider public doesn't really know what kind of impact we have on our communities. Freddie will tell you, I mean, at any given time, he's got dozens of people working for him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, it's not just people working for you, it's also, cleaning up the area as well too, right? So these houses, they're big, they're old, they're abandoned. We come in here, we clean them up, we keep the grass maintained outside, the snow shoveled, landscape, like for example, now the weather broke, I'll have my landscaper come out. So we're making it look good for the neighbors as well too. It's not just, everybody's benefiting pretty much. We're also benefiting too as well.
no doubt about it. I mean, but at the end of the day, imagine once this is sold, there's a new comparable, values increase all around us.
Yes.
Everybody's really, the city gets their taxes paid, water bills get
Don't
paid.
forget, the city's taxes also goes up too because the new price goes
New
up as well
assessment.
too.
We get new kids in school, new things.
Yeah.
It's such a ripple that happens.
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially in an area that has some derelict houses now, you make something really nice, people generally start cleaning stuff up.
There's so many ways that everybody's benefiting from a project like this. I mean, just the money we spend in the local home improvement stores, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, and subs, and they're always good, they're all working.
Everybody benefits.
Everybody. I mean, even when we bought it, the appraiser made money, the title company made money. Everybody's making money in addition to the community benefits. So, and that's something that we're really proud of, being a part of this organization.
I think it's also neat too to save a house like this too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's something, these houses, you couldn't build this house today.
You
No,
could not.
absolutely not.
You
There's no way.
couldn't, when code probably wouldn't let you, and that's so many things, but it's just neat to see it. Like, we've talked about this big entryway here, it was built that way. It's just a
Yeah.
neat period of time that's still applicable today, but it's something you would never build.
Not a chance. Yeah, it's
it's
not
just
efficient
neat.
or economical,
But it's
right?
just neat.
Yeah.
The right person, this is, I'd live in a house like this.
Oh, I'd love to live in a house like this. Yeah.
How many projects do you have going on right now? Active, whether you're in contract or not, about how many projects you got?
Right around 10, I'd say,
Okay.
Which is kind of slow for us.
Yeah.
We're in the midst of kind of thinking about what our future is going to look like because we want to kind of shift towards rentals.
Okay.
Yeah. Longer term strategy.
You want to
but-
build wealth now,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, we wish we would have did this 15 years ago. We've got a decent rental portfolio, but now it's really time to.
Strategies, are you guys doing primarily fix and flips, or are you doing assignments and wholesales, hoteling?
So right now we're primarily fix and flip, and we're in the process of shifting towards a primary focus on rentals.
Okay.
We don't do assignments just because we've been in this business for a long time. So, we're able to buy them and list them on the MLS ourselves or, fix them or depending on whatever the outcome is, we just don't do assignments anymore.
Yeah,
Well, they're
like-
larger
old
projects, you've gotta
buildings.
have the funds for them in order to take them on.
Well, no, not only that. Okay, so a project like this, because it's an older home, there's a lot of things that will pop out that you're not used to, right? So people are thinking, oh, it's just a regular flip. It's not a regular flip. Take it from me, historic homes are not a regular flip. Are we allowed to talk about budget here?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so for example, my budget was $100,000 in this house.
Okay.
We found out the sewer line was messed up and we had to do a couple other things. So my budget went to 120.
Yeah, it can go like that too.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I had enough money to cover those, because we saved in different way. With us going to 120, we could still make a profit because of how we bought it.
Yeah.
Now, if we had overpaid on it, then forget about it.
And when you get an old house, because you gotta anticipate extra
Yes.
budget above and beyond.
Yes.
Something's gonna creep up.
Absolutely.
It's just the way it
Always.
is.
We've ran into that too. You're like, all right, gotta get it fixed.
Or you're not gonna fix it, I mean, you're not gonna fix it,
That's-
you can't sell it.
It's not an
And
option.
that goes back to, like, you always talk about the things you don't get paid back for in houses that you gotta
Exactly.
do,
Yeah.
that are expensive. Sewer line, nobody's gonna buy us because we got a new sewer line.
Not a chance. And,
But you gotta do that before you make it look nice.
And that's the funny thing,
It's a
yeah.
lot of money out before you even come here and start painting and mixing things nice.
Yeah, this sewer line went out to behind the garage too, at the end of the ad, I mean, it was.
But what I did was
It's
because the guy knows what he's doing. It's a clay sewer line,
Oh, yeah.
so he was able to fill.
line it?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Well, the way they do it is they bring in the clay through the system from the main line, and then they just start patching it all up. So it's kind of weird how it's weird because other than that, it would have ended up being like maybe 40 grand because then you would have to broke the garage and
And then you'd have to get the city on your case because you have to
Yes.
break up the alley as well.
the alleyway. So at that point, it's like now you're looking at $50,000 versus paying $10,000 or $15,000 to get it done.
Yeah.
But it's done the right way,
A lot
though.
of lining and stuff.
Yeah.
And things. There's a lot of newer technology that makes it easier to dig it out.
Yeah, thank God
And the
for
sewer
that.
lines here are probably at least 4 feet deep.
Sometimes more, we
No.
have another one that's almost 20 at the sewer.
So these particular area, the sewer line is about 18 to 20 feet deep.
Wow.
Every house that we worked on, they're about 20 feet. So with 20 feet, it's not like they charge you more because remember when
reinforce
they gotta reinforce it so it doesn't.
I do the
Yes.
excavation work, so you need the boxes.
Boxes.
Actually, we have
You
one.
drag them when you do them, you drag them, you do it. It's,
We have one that's like 5 minutes from here. Same thing, sewer line issue. It's 20 feet. So you're paying almost 25,000 to get that.
And it's right literally
yeah.
at the sewer.
Yeah.
So it's like right at the city sewer.
And you're paying for a pipe this big. I'm like, man, we're in the wrong business sometimes, right?
Yeah.
So now we're juggling the city, we don't mess their stuff up and.
Yeah, you gotta make sure you don't.
Is
break
it
their
there?
lines.
Is the city responsible for the connection to the pipe, or is it your problem?
It's us.
It is your. Some cities they take the pipe to your property line. That's their problem, and then the rest is your problem.
I'm sure if we fought them long enough,
No.
we could get to the point, we tried to. It's funny, like you gotta submit a FOIA request, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, they investigate, they run the camera, and then it's all designed on their end to blame you.
Exactly. So by the time you're all done, right, you might as well just take it because you still got your payments. So a lot of investors fail on this part of it. You have your payment, you have your points, you have, all your costs, right? Sometimes it's easier to just do the work, get it done, pull the permits and move on, than trying to fight the city about it. And then it takes 3-4 months. Now you're out of a buyer. Now the city will fix it, but now you're 3-4 months, your points reset, for example, right?
Yeah.
Your payments and all that, if you add it all up, you didn't save anything.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's easier just to get out and move on.
Just fix it. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not in the business of proving points here, right?
No.
Like,
No. It's
What's
not
the
a-
problem? How do you fix it?
Yeah.
No, now imagine you wait.
It's a viable solution.
Yeah.
Well, the worst thing is, imagine you wait 3-4 months and the city says, well, you're at fault.
Yeah.
So now you just wasted 3-4 months. You
Right.
still gotta pay for that amount.
and by the way, we found some other stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
We want you to do while you're down there.
Exactly.
This may have happened to you a couple
Yeah.
times. Lessons learned in the field.
As you can see, the stress creeping on my face, right? If there's any DA tip you wanna give today, it's on the historic houses and not fighting the city and all that good
Just
stuff.
do it.
Exactly.
Well, in any house, you shouldn't fight the cities because once you get on the bad side of the inspector, you're pretty much done.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
we would
Yeah.
try to.
Like Sammy always tells me, he's like, every house right, he's like, you get away with it. I'm like, listen, I know how to work the inspectors. It's all about being nice to them. It's all about doing what they
Respect.
want to do.
Not to mention
Respect them and all
scheduling
that.
inspections on Friday afternoon.
Yeah.
You probably figured that one out, right?
Oh, yeah, don't do that.
No, we do Friday afternoon.
Really?
Yeah, they're all like.
Don't
Because
wanna
they
be
want to
done.
get in, they want to get out. You notice I don't do Mondays.
So let's kick it off with the fact that we're in this beautiful old house. And Freddie and I, as the local DAs here, always try to preach to our franchisees that you need to be careful when buying an old historic type home. Number one, you need to be careful understanding what the requirements are for the historic district. You need to be careful and understand this is more of a restoration, not a rehab. There's gonna be a lot of stuff that needs to be saved. And then Freddie, I'll pass it to Freddie. He's gonna tell you a little bit about budgeting because this one keeps him up at night.
So when you're dealing with budget, just always keep in mind that, for example, if you budget $100,000 on a house like this, just keep a little bit of leverage of like maybe $20,000 extra because the things that pop up in these old homes that you cannot see when you first look at it, even your inspector can't see. As soon as you open up one wall, you just open up a whole Pandora on yourself.
No, we can relate though in terms of the budget, especially on the older homes.
Yes.
You do need to have a cushion on that. We've experienced that on older homes out in the Pacific Northwest as well.
Absolutely.
Where all of a sudden, one wrong thing goes and you've got an oops for $20,000.
There's also things that you find, sewer lines you didn't expect, didn't expect that, you find some, open up a wall, you find grandpa's wiring behind it, which is balls of tape.
Or the knob and two wires that you weren't expecting, they were hiding.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
Burned. Pretty burned for your convenience.
Yeah, look,